Alright, man. You already know Luwa XL back with another video for you guys, and today's video is kind of funny. I'm gonna be honest. I just had to get this shit off my chest. You know, I'm also gonna be helping other aspiring rappers out there, and also normal people. Be on your P's and Q's, man. Use your sense. Alright, so this video is about scammers. Goddamn scammers. We all hate them all, don't we? There's from the Nigerian prince to the OnlyFans scammers to the cryptocurrency scammers, the email scammers. There's different types of scammers out there. You gotta be careful. I'm be honest. Why is this important to the title of the video and the thumbnail? Because I almost got scammed. And that's what we're gonna be getting into this video. Let's go.
Of an idea that they can fuck with me, cause I own this shit like an apostrophe. Oh, you thought I was done? Get a little bit of corn and add some fucking big pun. Mix it together with Logic, Eminem, and then some. Man, what do you get? What are the illest rappers never falling short like a midget?
So, where do I start in this video? So my friend OC, shout out to OC. He was on Young Blue's page, or he was on Twitter, I think like 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks ago. And then Young Blue tweeted out that he wants to sign a Nigerian artist. I'm a Nigerian artist. So he said he wanted to sign a Nigerian artist that's fire. So, because he's an ancestor, you know, his ancestors were Nigerian. I was like, cool. All right, so you know I had to go pop up on there. My friend OC tagged me on it, so I went to, you know, get my little Google page, just screenshot that whole, you know, post it on there. You know, other sane rappers just posted their music, but I just posted my page. Either ways, I posted my page on there. You know, everything's cool, fine and dandy. And then I think like last week, 2 weeks ago, I was trying to release my new freestyle video, Misconceptions. By the way, if you haven't watched it, you're lame. Go check it out. Links in the description. Links gonna be one here. I don't know, somewhere. There's gonna be a card. Either ways, and I was posting, so I was tagging a lot. You know, I was making my own tags, hashtag Luwa XL, hashtag all that shit. You know, so Misconceptions is about to come out, and then I think it was like a day or two before. So I was coming out of work, right? I was just walking to my car from work, tired as shit, you know. And then I took off my shoes and I put my shoes on, and I looked at my phone. I saw Young Blue. Pause. The amount of shit that went through my head in that little 1 second. Young Blue. Email. I checked my email. I started up my car. I checked my email, and it says, I put the email up on the screen. It says, let's work. What's your number? Discuss more. Fire emoji, pray emoji, pray emoji. Cool. So I see Young Blue, and he sent me an email. That didn't ring any bells. Because usually if they were trying to scam you, they would like text you on Instagram or, you know, some shit like that. And I would always block them, or I would just leave them in my requested. But this dude kind of seemed legit because he actually took the extra effort to go through my email and send me an email, which is crazy. Talk about dedication to your work. Either ways. So he sent me an email. He said, what's my number? So I was like, shit, ain't nobody looking for me. So I gave him my number. Shit, text me. You know what I'm saying? And what happened?
Really, nigga?
What happened was we started texting. And I was so excited. I already called my girlfriend. I was like, yo, babe. This is how the phone call went. It was like, hello, babe. I was like, babe, guess what? Young Blue just asked me to work with him. And then she got all excited, and I got all excited. And I swear to God, I almost crashed. I was literally like, bro, I was on a freaking highway. And I was doing all this shit. But I was calling, I didn't even give a fuck. I didn't care. You know, the police pulled me over or whatever. They didn't pull me over, by the way. But, you know, that just shows how excited I was. But the more I drove, because my house is a little bit far from my work, the more I drove, the more it started to dawn on me that this shit might not be true. It turned out it wasn't. Either ways, I'm putting all the screenshots on the screen. The first thing he said, this was February 15th, it was Luwa XL. Like, boss, Luwa XL. Dope. So he was like, Luwa XL. And I was like, that's me. He was like, this young Blue manager, we looking to help build your fan base and bring you some more exposure. What's up, my dog? I ain't gonna lie, I checked out you and you definitely slept on fire emoji. The views don't match up to the talent level. I got this tape called Who's Grinding? Let's get you on it. In my head wanted to explode out of my brains. But that was the first red flag. If you didn't notice in the email, it was Young Blue who texted me, not Young Blue's manager. The email literally says Young Blue. And I checked the email, it says Young Blue bookings with 2s@gmail.com. And the person who texted me my phone number in the space of how many seconds was Young Blue's manager. He's so professional that at a certain time, he's not gonna reply you. But the next day, he comes back and replies you. So that's crazy. Talk about being patient because you want to get the bag. Dope. I'm just trying to spread this awareness out there for, up and coming rappers. Just don't be desperate. And because I have fallen for these things too, be careful where you throw your money. So when you put your money, you know where your money is going. So I said, I really appreciate that. It means a lot. How do we proceed? And he said, are you sure you're ready? And I was like, most definitely. I'm ready. I've been working for this my whole life. Bro, I sounded so desperate, but I was just excited. I can't blame me. I can't blame myself. So he was like, what's my budget, sir? Second red flag. Oh, what's my budget? What are you talking about? So most of y'all may not know how the music industry works, but for those who do, if you're getting featured on a song, they pay you. You don't pay them. Depending on the relationship you have with the rapper, they might not pay you, or just because you're a friend, you just do the first course. The shit like that. But he said, what's my budget? First thing that went through my head was, bro, you came to meet me. I didn't come meet you. Why you asking me for my budget? What you need my budget for? So I was like, my budget for what? He said to work with Bleu. First of all, your stink ass don't even know who Bleu is with your fake ass chain. He sent me all these screenshots trying to prove that he works with Bleu, but this shit ain't shit. I said, I'll be honest, I don't know what my budget is. But before that, I by no means mean any disrespect whatsoever, but this is the internet, and it could be anyone texting me or emailing me, so I need some assurance that is actually Bleu or his associate before we proceed with any monetary transactions. I just added the last part. I'm really paranoid when it comes to giving people money on the internet, as you should be, as everyone should be. Before you give someone money on the internet, you should be holding them accountable. You should know who that person is, and you should make sure that person cannot run away. Even if they probably can, or they would, either ways, but just don't send the money haphazardly. So he sends me like 1, 2, 3, 4 pictures at first. One picture, I think from an Instagram story. He has a chain on saying AM. I thought AM may stand for Atlantic Music, but Young Bleu is not signed to Atlantic. I forgot what he's signed to or who he's signed to, but I looked that shit up and it was not Atlantic. I'll put it up on the screen. So I was like, all right, cool. So about this budget, is it money that I'm paying? In that case, what would I be paying for? Or is it money that you're paying me? So it was like, your budget for the feature and visuals of Bleu. This dude just kept sounding sus and sus and sus, but more text he sends. Mind you, this was the second day when he sent these screenshots and we started talking again. That's why I told you he's very professional. Take notes. So he was like, okay. I was like, okay, I think this would be better if he spoke on the phone so there would be more clarity. If that's cool with you, tell me a time we could talk. And he was like, I understand, but the placement has to get filled. I was like, okay, so what do I have to do now? Let's go from there. And he was like, I have to know your budget. I was like, okay, my budget is $1,000. How do we move from there? Because now I'm getting a little bit impatient, irritated. And he was like, that's your budget, sir. He sounds like a butler right now. That's your budget, sir. I was literally sitting at my desk at work, and I was so pissed off this dude was talking in this monotone ass. I don't know if I'm the only one who does this, but whenever you text me, I have a voice behind that text. So he was like, that's your budget, sir. You just asked for my budget. I gave you my budget. Why are you asking me if that's my budget? I just told you that's my budget. And then I was like, I'm an independent artist. I got a home studio where I record, mix, master everything myself. I learned all that shit myself. I'm not perfect. I'm still getting better. But, you know, and I got cinematographers who could shoot really good music videos from like $500 to $1,000. I could pay for everything, you know. At least I know where my money is going, you know. But we have to get the song done first. They always want you to send money, and they always create this urgency. So you feel like, well, if I don't do this now, I'm probably gonna miss out. If I don't do this, don't fall for that shit. And then I was like, who am I paying this to? And he was like, it'll be processed by his agent. Who was his agent? And I was like, all right, I'm gonna need names, locations, people I can hold accountable. He was like, we have to go ahead and start this process. This is the last slot. And I'm like, yo, again, but what I said, they try to create a sense of urgency so you could make decisions faster and send them money over. It's not happening here, bud. So I was like, if you really like my music, you could wait, because there's more money for you in the long run. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe if you're still in this video watching. So you've not been very convincing, sending me random videos and pictures that prove nothing, trying to get me to pay more money, to pay money to a nameless person. Not happening. I'm gonna need names. I'm gonna need to see real people. I'm gonna need me in person. And I was like, Young Bleu is very successful, and it's not gonna be an issue meeting with me in Houston, Texas. I live in Houston, Texas, and we can set it up, we can talk. But if you need to, I'm not sending anything because it's not convincing, basically. And I said, go scam some other desperate rapper, LOL. And he just never replied from them. I'm like, cool, bro. You try to scam me and now you're mad. Really? He tried to get me to pay money so fast that he would have just been,
Gotcha, bitch.
and you know, that's kind of fucked up, you know what I'm saying? But it's whatever. So what I'm trying to say is that if you're up and coming artist, you're new to this shit, or you're trying to, you know, get bigger, you've been doing this for a while, don't get desperate. There's a lot of scammers out there and they're really good. You need to be able to differentiate when someone's being real with you and someone's being fake. If it was real, it would have been a problem meeting up with me in person, because if you're a really Young Blues associate and you say you have the gold chain and you be flying around like you say you do, you know, you can meet me. Shit, I could buy my plane ticket if it was that worth investing, if I knew this was the actual person, you know. And one way I would clarify that is I would just have him text me on his main Young Bleu account, you know, with the one with the check mark. Pretty easy, you could do that. Like 1 minute you've done that, you know. Search up my name, Luwa XL, Luwa_XL on Instagram. Text me, and I'll be like, okay, that's cool. And if you don't want to pay for my plane ticket, I could always find, you know, I got money. I could pay for my plane ticket, but you know, usually they would do that for you, since, you know, what I'm just trying to say is that you should be able to differentiate between when people are being real and being fake. So yeah, that's just the end of my story, man. It was pretty crazy. It was an emotional roller coaster, because this dude really had me thinking Young Bleu really liked my shit, you know. He actually recognized me. Out of all those people who tagged themselves on Twitter, I was the one who got picked. So yeah, that's it for the video, guys. If you like the video, if you like my story, you want more types of these videos, leave a like, subscribe, comment, share, you know, all the regular YouTube shit, and we out.